you doing around here?
I was going to my girl house. She was getting a ice cream.
What was you doing hiding there? What's he doing? I don't know. He said he was trying to get home to his lady.
It's all taken care of. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, Tracy. I'm sorry.
Q and Tracy was the money. I've been trying to get us back the atmosphere. What about Q?
Got permission from the old man to come back to reconcile some personal business. He let his emotions cloud his judgment, stole some merchandise that was in your possession, killed a cop. That's a violation. Q was held accountable, Q was gone. Q was held accountable, Q was gone.
Sorry about what happened with your son.
Thank you. How can I help you?
I'm trying to help those girls in that trap house, and I feel like I'm doing it by myself.
I've been trying to get that trap house raided for years. Just because it's not in the papers don't mean it ain't happening. You just want to be on the front page of the newspaper.
So do you.
Be careful with that.
She'll be all right.
Oh, I was talking about Tracy.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love the Shy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 4. Did Tracy shoot Douda? That is the topic of discussion. So down below I want you guys to let me know, do you believe Tracy was the one to shoot Douda? We're going to find out very, very soon. Now, I'm going to just go over the motives on why Tracy would even think about shooting Douda, right? Now, when we're talking about Tracy and her story and her motives, it always has to steer back to the very beginning. That's why I showed you some of those clips, because within those clips, Tracy definitely came up with a motive, and that is if she was the one to shoot Douda, right? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, as I told you in the very first episode, whoever shot Douda, in my personal opinion, is a female. And I'm going to stick with it until they finally reveal who did it. But as I told you, Tracy's motive was steered to the very beginning. And it all started with who? Her son, Jason. Now, I know there's some people out there that say, you know what? It has nothing to do with Jason, which you could be right. It could have nothing to do with Jason at all. She could just came up with a motive and said, you know what, I'm going to take down a guy that was or is the chair of the 63rd Street mob and, you know, take him out for no apparent reason. So be it if that is the case. But I say if she was to shoot Douda, if she was the person, it would steer back to her son. And the reason being is this. If you guys go back to the very beginning of The Shy, I want you guys to remember that type of energy that Tracy was giving Ronnie. Remember that? She was telling Ronnie to go out there and handle this. Yes, she was very upset. She was grieving. She just lost her son. She was very pissed off. And she put so much negative energy into Ronnie. Ronnie went out there and made the decision. And he took out Coogie, right? Which was a mistake. But he went out there and did it because Tracy told him to. You know what I'm saying? She told him to go out there and handle this. That was her words. Go handle this, right? Now we fast forward, and the person that actually handled this issue with Jason and him getting killed off was, of course, Q. Now, Q was the guy that Tracy slept with. He is the father of Jason. He came back into town to find out who killed his son. And he wanted to know the person that did this. And of course, he found some answers. Tracy, of course, was taken out. Tracy is who? Remember, Tracy is a member of the 63rd Street Mob. You see what I'm saying? The common denominator in this whole Jason thing is who? The 63rd Street Mob. This creates motive for Tracy. Like I said, if she was the person to do this, I believe her motive will always lean towards the 63rd Street Mob. Now, Q finds out who kills his son, which Trice shot him, and then the dirty cop finished him off, right? We know that Q takes out Trice, which he has Reg finish the job, and then Q, of course, finishes the dirty cop. We know this. But then as we go into season 2, we hear Douda having a conversation with Reg, and he tells Reg, you know, Q was handled pretty much. He's taken care of. He's gone. This is what he said. So a lot of the fans have said, by him saying this, that means that Q is probably just dead for Douda to say this, right? Who made this decision? Who really knows? We know that Douda said Q stole some merchandise from the company, and of course he is gone. And if that's the case, if Q is gone, if Douda was the person to put out the hit or eliminate Q, you would think that someone would try to seek revenge for him. Not saying that Tracy will be that person, but for her to have the motive to take out and shoot Douda, as I told you at the very beginning of this video, that motive always has to steer back to her son, because if you are Tracy, you're probably thinking, my son got taken out, got shot by a 63rd Street Mob member. Of course, the person that did something about this was Q, and he was taken out by who? The 63rd Street Mob. I got Douda up here acting like he's a good Samaritan, but in reality, I know who he really is, right? I know who this guy is. Now, Tracy doesn't like the 63rd Street Mob. I'm going to tell you that right now. Of course, they took out her son, but did y'all peep what Tracy told Imani? You go back to the last episode, Imani was pissed off. She's saying, Tracy, how you gonna, talk all this stuff and you're not really protecting the community? She said, what are you gonna do about this trap house and these girls? Tracy tells her, I've been trying to take down that trap house for years. Years, right? That lets me know that Tracy is very aware of what's going on in the streets. Tracy is very, very aware of what the 63rd Street Mob is doing, right? So that creates what? Another piece of motive. Who is the chair member of the 63rd Street Mob? Otis Perry. Mayor Douda. You know what I'm saying? A gangster in a suit, right? This is what Tracy said. And hell, I could just be reaching. Remember, I'm trying to present, in the case of Tracy, her reasonings of trying to take out Douda. And one other thing kind of clicked. When Marcus told Douda, you better watch out and be careful around her. And Douda was like, oh, Rose? Oh, she's not nothing. Then Marcus said, no, Tracy. Be careful around her. Now, why will he even say that in the first place? Why would you say be careful around her? What is Tracy really going to do? I mean, yeah, she talks crap to Marcus and Rose. She makes them feel kind of bad because she explains her perspective and her truth, right? But Douda is getting very, very close to Tracy. Douda let it be known in the last episode, hey, I'm using you. You know what I'm saying? You are the community leader. I'm going to need you to say something good about me. And pretty much I'm just using you. And to be honest, we're using each other. Now, Tracy, she's a person that you do not want to underestimate. Now, what do you guys think? Do you believe that motive makes sense for Tracy? Does it even make sense for her to try to do this against Douda? Douda wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, right? For the people that say it doesn't make sense, you're right. Douda didn't pull that trigger. He definitely did not pull that trigger. But does Tracy care about that? You know what I'm saying? Does she really care about that? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, regardless if Tracy shot Douda or not, she's around for something. Tracy ain't just popped up in this storyline for no apparent reason. Why all of a sudden is she popping up in this storyline. Now, did y'all peep in the first episode? And I played the clip about Douda telling her, I'm sorry what happened to your son. He told Tracy this. And hell, he should be sorry because his boys, his organization, shot Jason, an innocent kid that was about to go off and play basketball, right? Now, Tracy could have all been thinking about this for the longest. Like, I knew you was a part of all this. She could just take it out on him saying, yeah, you didn't pull the trigger, but your boys did, so I want to take you out. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know how much sense that makes to you guys. In Tracy's perspective, it could make a lot of sense. But all I say is this. Tracy is around for a reason. Now, what that reason is, we're going to find out very soon. And the title of the episode is called what? The Spook Who Sat by the Door. In this topic of discussion, this actual story has been brought up in a few shows. Y'all know I reviewed Snowfall. That book and topic of discussion was in that show, and we broke that down. Now, within the Shy, the Spook Who Sat by the Door, who does this relate to? We know that Tracy, of course, has pretty much joined and worked with Otis Perry. Has she used this method of gaining information on the inside, gaining this knowledge to take down Otis Perry, getting close to the enemy, learning information, using it against him to take him down? Is that the case? Or is someone else using Otis Perry to gain information to take him down at the end of the day, to shoot him, right? It makes you really think, because to be honest with you guys, other characters have gotten very close to Otis Perry, and they can use what they know about him to take him down. And y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Rose, right? I'm talking about her because she can use the same perspective. Now, we're going to find out very, very soon. I'm going to talk about other characters as well as far as their motives. But within Tracy's story and her motives, this to me makes the most sense within her son. I know some people don't necessarily agree. At the end of the day, I know Douda did not pull this trigger. Yes, he didn't pull the trigger. And as I told you, Tracy probably don't give a damn about none of that, because she probably could have said, you know what? You know, Q handled it, so be it. Q's an OG 63rd Street mob member, but he handled it. He took out the people that killed my son. But what could have sparked another flame in Tracy's heart was him being taken out by Douda, which could piss her off, even though she didn't show a whole lot of concern for Q. He is the father of her child, Jason, and she could have just been pissed off about that. At the end of the day, just think, why in the hell is Tracy and her storyline connected to Douda? Of all people, you know what I'm saying? She's popping back up in the picture. We know that Tracy was connected to Ronnie in the past, and that was her storyline. I understand that they still had to make her storyline relevant in this season. And if she was the one to shoot Douda, he won't see it coming. Trust me. Because he thinks he got Tracy figured out. But she's getting closer and closer and closer. Now, the crazy part is, we know that Tracy will be giving out a speech for Douda in this next episode, talking about a village, builds the community or whatever. She's using the same things that Douda pretty much talked about in his speeches. And we're going to see, man, if this girl is really going to use this strategy, the Spook Who Sat by the Door strategy, to take out Otis Perry. And also, before I end the video, I talked about Imani and Tracy, right? About Imani going to Tracy and letting her know about what's going on with the trap house and stuff. Now, what do you think about Imani and Tracy working together? She told Tracy, what are you going to do about this? How are you letting this stuff go down in our communities? You know what I'm saying? What if they work together to plot a game plan to take out Douda? Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or whatever, but, it could. You just never know. But at the end of the day, as I told you, I 110% believe it was a female who shot him. Just the way that the gun was held, it just seemed like that was a female. But we gonna see, man. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. Like I told you guys, you let me know what you think about Tracy and her motives. We're going to talk about some more characters. Maybe Rose next. Maybe Imani next. Maybe Marcus. Maybe Treg. At the end of the day, one of these guys, they took out Douda. They shot him. And, man, I can't wait to see who did it, man. But thank you guys, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Make sure you follow the playlist. Keep yourself updated on all the latest, the Shy Season 4 content and news, man. And I'm going to be dropping videos for you guys every day, keeping you fresh and ready for the next upcoming episode. But thank you guys for all the love and all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me go on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.